Hello, and we're live. Look at that. Let me open this. Oh, okay. Okay. I was trying to open it in another window to make sure that it was functioning, but it looks like it is. The lighting right now is absolutely atrocious. So I'm sorry about that. We don't have much to work with here because I have lamps right here, and the window is on the same side as me, so the natural lighting isn't great. This angle makes it look a little bit better, so that helps some. But we also have the overhead lighting. It's just a whole thing. So yeah, yeah. So let's start with what I'm reading today. So I have two books. I have The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, and I am on chapter 15, so I'm 163 pages into this, so about yay far. And I'm really liking it so far. It's not what I expected. Nobody told me this was a gay romance, first of all, so I was very excited about that. When I opened it up and started reading it, I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. It had me kicking my feet. But there's a part that I just read that actually made me so upset. I was unwell. I was reading this and I was like, this is making me feel sick. It was so upsetting. So there was that. But anyway, there's still a lot more left to occur in that, so I'm really excited. I didn't have super high not expectations, but I was nervous to go into it. Obviously, everybody loves that book and rates it 5 stars. But I just don't it's not that I dislike Greek mythology. I just don't read it all that much, and it's not something that I hear and I'm like, oh yes, Greek mythology. Time to, start reading all of it. I'm like, whatever, that doesn't make me super excited to read something. So, I was a little bit nervous, but now that I'm actually into it, I'm like, okay, I'm loving the vibes. It's very nice. The only thing is some of the names would confuse me a little bit because I know nothing about Greek mythology, but it's fine. We're good. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that one so far. And the other book I'm reading is Valor by John Gwynne. This is a super high fantasy. The second book in the Faithful and the Fallen series. The first book is Malice, and it's really good so far. I was a little nervous to first start it because this is a chunky book. It's 650-ish pages, so very big. But as I'm reading it, every chapter, just more stuff is happening, and there's not really any points where there's nothing happening at all. It's always something, and it keeps the story moving along really quickly, even though it is so big. So I'm having a good time with this. And yeah, I'm on page 164, which is chapter 25. And that's crazy to me. There's so many chapters in this book. There's 120. As I was first reading, I was like, dang, these are some really short chapters. And then I looked at how many there were, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. So yeah. The plan is to mostly be focusing on the Song of Achilles because I'm reading this for a book club, and the meeting is next Monday. So it's Monday today, so next Monday is when the book club meeting is. And so I have until then to finish this, and I started it yesterday, so I'm almost halfway there. So yeah, I'm getting through this one pretty quickly, and so I'm hoping to read most of it today. I also have a really long drive tomorrow where I'm going to be listening to a lot of it, but I'm a little bit nervous for that because this is a super random thing about me, but I cannot listen to audiobooks where the narrator is British and actually pick up on anything that's going on. I just completely zone it out. I'm like, ooh, a British accent. And then I forget everything that they're saying. And this does have a British narrator for the audiobook. So it's yeah, but it's still good. And I've still been absorbing it really well. But I've also been reading it alongside the book. So I'm hoping to read a lot more, listening and reading alongside each other today. And then I'll only have a little bit left, and hopefully by then I'll be like really like into the story enough where it won't matter that the narrator doesn't like mesh with my brain. And so yeah, so those are the plans for that. The way that I'm planning on like deciding like between what book to read when is I recently watched a video where this girl was using a random number generator to pick how many pages of each book that she read. And so I'm planning on doing that today. I'm using 1 to 100 for the numbers to generate for this book, and then I'm going to generate a number between 1 and 30 for this book. So ideally I'll be making more progress in this one, but I'll be switching back and forth between them a little bit. The person that I watched, I think Kendall Watson is her channel. I'll link her down below in the description box, like during the sprint. But yeah, and also I want to do dice sprints today. I want to let some dice decide how long our sprints are going for, because I like have no preferences between how long they're gonna be. And so yeah. We're probably gonna go until around 6:30 today because I have nothing better to do. I had like 4 papers for final projects to write this weekend, but I got them all done, and now I'm kind of just sitting around twiddling my thumbs and waiting on Thanksgiving break to happen. And so yeah, I have a class at 7 though, which is why we're gonna probably end it there. But yeah, so I am gonna pull up a random dice generator. I don't know if y'all can hear me typing. That's something that I love, like when I'm watching live streams and then they go into another tab and you just hear click, click, click. Like, I don't know why. That sound like makes my heart happy. So yeah. Okay. I have it pulled up. So let me share my screen. I don't know if y'all do that where you just randomly like have a British accent for no reason. I just do that sometimes. Hello. Can I share it? Okay. Looks like we're sharing the screen. So I'm going to roll the dice, and 6. So if you guys don't know how this works, every dot on the dice represents 5 minutes. So because it's a 6, this is going to be a 30-minute sprint. Wait, I don't know how to, sorry, there we go. So this will be a 30-minute sprint. Let me find a timer. Let me find an aesthetically pleasing timer. I should have probably prepared this beforehand, but I didn't really think to. So, ooh, this one's kind of cute. Wait, should we go with an astronomy themed timer? This is not really astronomy. That's not what it was. It says Astro Station, so I kind of assumed that would be like astronomy themed, but it's not. You guys can't even see this right now, but I'll do this other one. This one was more aesthetically pleasing in my opinion, because the first one was like snowfall, but well, I mean, it is that season. Wait, I can't decide. I don't know if I want to go with like a snowy looking timer or a sunset looking one. Oh wait, this one is really cute. Okay, never mind. I found the one we're gonna go with. Let me share the screen so you guys can see it. Look at this masterpiece I just found. There we go. Oh, there's an ad. Look at this. Isn't this so cute? Okay, so let's do 30 minutes. And yeah, I'm planning on just kind of reading for the sprint. I also might order something from DoorDash. And so yeah, that'll be what I do during the sprint. But yeah, I will see you guys in 30 minutes. that is the end of the reading sprint. Oh. I forgot I had the string open in another tab because I was testing the audio. And I was like, why can't I hear myself? But anyway, I don't know put this so I can look normal. But anyway, goodness gracious, this timer was annoying me so much because it wouldn't pop up like in the middle of the screen, and so it was just like at the top, like teeny tiny, and I didn't even realize. And I kept like putting my mouse over it so that you guys could see it, but it was like it kept moving back and forth, and it was really bothering me. So I'm gonna see real quick if I can try to figure out how to stop this timer, and maybe I can refresh the page, reload, and then see. Okay, but when I start the timer, it's like only tiny at the top, so I don't really know if I can make it bigger, so I'll probably try a different for the next sprint. But yeah. So I don't know if you guys saw it, but I randomly number generated my next set of whoa, I just threw my phone. The number of pages that I'm gonna read in the next book. Oh my god. Whatever. Anyway, you saw it, I hope. But so I'm going to read 17 pages of Valor. I could have just waited until the spring was over to do that, but I didn't realize there were only like 25 seconds left. But yeah, so I made it to my page mark of the Song of Achilles. I was like not super focused in that sprint because I was like making a DoorDash order and then like texting my friend and stuff. And so I was like not like super like locked into the story. But I'd know like what was going on and stuff. But I like got to the page mark and I was like, oh, okay, we're already there. So hopefully I will like be more focused in the next couple of sprints. But I'm excited to pick this book up for the next sprint. So yeah, I'm actually so hungry right now. Like all I can think about is my DoorDash order and waiting for it to come. So I'm really excited about that. But yeah, something wild happened in the last chapter. It wasn't that crazy. It was just like one of the characters, this isn't a spoiler, don't worry, but one of the characters was like telling like a story about some other king that was like part of Greek mythology. So I'm sure this is like a tale that like some people have like already heard, but it was just like there's like a part where it was like, and then the king like did this crazy thing, and I was like, it caught me off guard. So I was a little bit shocked by that, but yeah, so anyway, yeah, I'm so excited about my food. That's all I can think about. But yeah, my dorm is normally a little bit more like exciting looking than this. I know it's just like empty beige walls, but I'm in the middle of moving right now because I'm going to transfer next semester. Also, speaking of my dorm, I have 7 other roommates, so if you guys hear any like crazy random sounds, just please ignore it. It's just them. But yeah, so I have like boxes stacked up. Like I have a bunch of my stuff already like taken home. So yeah, because I'm transferring, and it's like weird because I have like Thanksgiving break, and so I'm like taking some of my stuff for that, but then I have to come back here for a week for finals and then like officially move out. And so like the timing is like a little bit strange, but not too stressful because I only have one like test final, and it's in my easiest class, and then I have another final that's like for my dance class, so I just have to do a dance, which I already know and have done. So yeah, and all of my like big projects are already done because I did them this weekend. It was like a bunch of like big papers. So yeah, that's my life updates for right now. Let's see what else is there. I have been watching a lot of BookTube recently, and it's made me realize, like, I love BookTube. Like, I would love to be able to just, like, be, like, a full-time BookTuber, and, like, that's, like, my job. Like, that would literally be my dream job. Like, that sounds so, like, fun and exciting because just, like, just filming videos and, like, I don't know, reading books all the time. Like, I would love to be able to film videos more often. And I do really, like, in the coming, like, weeks and months, like, I really do want to get more into, like, consistently making videos because like I love making videos and like it makes me so sad when I like don't have time to. But like once I'm like in the middle of the semester and I have like all these assignments to do and everything and things are just chaotic, like it's like difficult to like make time for it. But the last video that I made, especially whenever I was just like reading to my boyfriend, like that was so fun. Like it was so fun to like make the video. It was so fun to even edit it and like I don't know. I think like a lot of the time, like the idea of making videos is really fun. And so then I'll like plan them out and then I just like don't like I either don't have time to film it or it comes to like editing the video and then I'm like, okay, like I'll do it later and then I just like never get around to it and then months and months go by and I just like scrap it. And so like I want to actually like dedicate like I want to make an effort to like actually like be posting videos maybe like every other week is my goal but my mom texted me anyway but yeah I love videos and like I have like some video ideas. I have some that I've been like waiting to make the videos for genuine like multiple years but I just like never got a chance to because I'm like a busy person. Like I am always like having stuff to do. And so I would just rather like make videos more often. And I guess it's easier to do something like this where it's a live stream because like I don't have to like plan it out. Sorry. I was just sick like a week and a half ago and my nose is like still running. But anyway, it's like easier to like do like a live show because like I don't know, it's just like me sitting and reading and like doing whatever, but like having to like actually like plan out a video and like sitting and filming it too, like getting like all of like my stuff out, like the ring light and the tripod and everything and like I don't know, like it's just a lot of work I feel like in editing specifically. Like it's just a lot more effort, but it's like fun though. Like I do enjoy it. So like I just want to dedicate more of my time to it. And yeah. I think I want to do like spoiler vlogs too. I love making vlogs. I just like again, it's like the editing. It's like harder to edit them because I guess there's like more content and stuff and it's like more stuff to kind of mix together, but it's like fun. So I don't know. I really love it and I want to like put like more effort into it and actually like get back into BookTube because it like makes me happy and I enjoy making videos. So I want to like dedicate more time to that and stuff. It's also hard, I think, to like get like the right like specific aesthetic for certain videos. So, because like sometimes I'm like watching these people's videos and I'm like, wow, like this is so aesthetically pleasing, but it's like it's hard to like match the specific vibe and like depending on like the environment that like I'm in and stuff. Like I don't know. I want to like get more into like decorating, like especially for Christmas. Like I want to get like a bunch of Christmas decorations, like make it super cozy. Like I think it would make like for a like super cute like videos and vlogs and just be like it'll just be fun to like be around. But I also am like trying to save my money right now though, so I can like get an apartment and stuff. So it's like I can't just like spend it all on like Christmas decorations and stuff. But like the idea of like decorating more like is fun and also like being more seasonal. Like I feel like I just kind of like pick certain decorations and I'm like, okay, these are cute. Like I like them and so then I just leave them. But I want to be more seasonal. I want to like have more of like a fall aesthetic and like wintry, like Christmassy kind of stuff. And then more like I don't know, spring and summery things. I feel like spring and summer though, it's like it's harder to find like decorations that like fit that certain aesthetic because like obviously Halloween and Christmas are easy because it's like spooky, like pumpkins, and then like, you know, Christmas stuff. But then it's like it's harder for spring and like summer because less it's less like set in stone, like things that are like that theme, if that makes sense. I don't know if that made sense, but I'm hoping that it did. So anyway, my DoorDash order is almost here, so I'm gonna start the next sprint. Let me share screen. Roll again. 3. That's okay. 15-minute sprint. That's teeny tiny. I'm gonna roll again because that's like I need a bigger sprint. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 times 5 is 45. So we're gonna do 45-minute sprint. Let me find like a better timer. Let me try this other one that I was looking at because it looked cute. This one was cute. So hello, can I edit it? Maybe. Okay, maybe I can't change the time. So let me try this one. I just need something where I can change the time. Okay, maybe we'll just go with the 25-minute sprint for now because I have to go grab my food and then we'll figure it out after that. So I'll see you guys in 25 minutes. Welcome back. That was the end of the second sprint. As you guys saw, my food arrived and I was eating it during that sprint, and I listened to more of the Song of Achilles just because I've been listening to that on audio. I slowed it down a little bit, and it wasn't too bad to listen to versus read physically, so that was good. It's a little chilly in here. It's been colder recently, and it's really giving me Christmas vibes. It's so strange because it's literally never cold here, never. And when I've been packing up my stuff to move, I didn't realize I packed up most of my long sleeve stuff and sweaters, and now all I have left is tank tops and a sweatshirt or two. And so I did not realize that it was gonna get cold again, and then it did. I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna wear? So yeah, but I scavenged my closet for things, and I do have a couple warm things left, so thank goodness. But yeah, it's so Christmassy because we have this fan in here that we usually always have on full blast. And I've literally just been going without the fan and still being cold. It's so strange, but I am having a good time. I normally don't like the cold as much as being warm, but recently it's been a very nice vibe. And also just living in a place that is typically warm, it's nice having the cold temperature and just being able to wear a sweatshirt and I'm oh, I can dress all cozy and not have a heat stroke. So it's really nice. And plus the Christmas vibes. I just feel I haven't been cold in so long, and it's really making me feel it's winter, even though it's not yet. Which it's so weird, okay? Winter doesn't technically start until December 21st, I don't think, which is right before Christmas. So I just think that's so strange that most of the Christmas season is during the fall. That's I don't know, it's not that important, but it's just a random little thing that I feel is weird. So yeah. But let me see how far. I got a chapter and a half into the Song of Achilles. It took a while to go grab my food because the lady, she kept making circles around the street that I'm on, and she called me and was where is it? And I was it's just right on this street. And she ended up she parked on the next street over, and then just walked over and brought me the food, and I was thank you. But anyway, I put very specific instructions into my DoorDash because it always it puts in my address wrong, and you can't change it. And so I have to put in the notes put in this address instead. And then usually they find their way here, but she did not. But I got my food eventually. So yeah. But I'm halfway into chapter 17. So let me see. So I read a chapter and a half. I don't know how long this chapter is, so it's really not that long. So I read probably 10 pages in that sprint, which is not a lot, but again, I was getting my food and eating it, and this one was only 25 minutes anyway, which is kind of short. Excuse me. Now that the sprint is over, though, I'm gonna play around with this timer. You guys can watch. I'll share the screen, so that you guys can see this as well. But yeah, I'm really not sure how to change the time. Settings, maybe timers. Oh my gosh, there we go. That's how you change it. So yeah, let's go ahead and roll the dice and see what our next sprint with the link is gonna be. Stop sharing, share. I feel I did that in the most confusing way I could, but it's okay. So here's our dice again. We're gonna roll those 6. So that's another 30-minute sprint. I kind of want a longer sprint than that. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want a longer sprint. So I'm trying to decide if I want to like roll it again and get a longer one, but 30 minutes isn't like short, so I'll roll it one more time and yeah. Okay, it's a little longer, 35 minutes. Okay, I'll take it. So yeah, we're gonna do 35-minute sprint. So then let me set the timer to that. Actually, this one was cute, but actually no, I'll just use this one. I was trying to decide if I wanted to switch it up and use one of the other timers, but I do like this one. So long break. Oh wait, settings. I keep forgetting. Oh my gosh. Timers. Long break. 35 minutes. Save. There we go. Okay. So now they'll be ready when we start the sprint. Yeah. I'm excited to get into Valor. I've been breaking up reading this book a little bit so far. Because when I first started reading it, I was like, this is intimidating. This is a really long book. I feel like I'm going to be reading this for a long time. But I ended up reading Heartstopper Volume 5. Like, I started Valor and then, like, I got maybe a couple chapters in, I think. Like, I don't know how far exactly it was, but I then started reading Heartstopper Volume 5. And also, I've been reading a lot of graphic novels to my boyfriend. So, like, we've been reading the saga books, and we're on Volume 6 now. So I've been reading those. And then we also read Gyo by Junji Ito, which is a horror manga. And we did, like, a little 12-hour readathon, which is, like, the most recent video that we did, so I will link that in the description. I probably should link the stuff in the description once we go on the next sprint. I'll try to remember to do that. But so what was I gonna say? We did a 12-hour readathon, and actually this week we're planning on doing a 48-hour readathon too. We're gonna like split it up across a couple of different days because like with Thanksgiving happening, it's a little bit chaotic with the timing. So we're going to do it on Wednesday and Saturday. And then hopefully that video will be up pretty soon. But we'll see how long it takes me to edit it. Also, like with being in the middle of moving and stuff, like I don't know when I'm actually going to start editing it, but we'll see. But my goal is to put that up like in the next like 2 weeks or so. But we shall see. But yeah, I'm really excited. Like readathons make me so happy. And recently I've been like dying to do like a readathon or like even my Wheel of TBR. I haven't done that in so long, but it's like packed up. It's like already at home now and I don't have it with me. So it's a little sad, but also like I'm in the middle of reading Valor anyway, so I would probably just get stressed if I had a TBR, but maybe for like January or something, I'll spin the wheel. But what I've been trying to do though a lot recently is actually genuinely get through the series I've been in the middle of, because I'm in the middle of so many series. I have a list on my whiteboard over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm in the middle of 15 series. And like not all of those are like that like important. Like one of those is like Magic Treehouse, which is like I've just been like reading back through some of those and like that's not like a big deal. I don't like that's not something I stress myself out about. But we have like this series that I've been reading forever. We have like The Maze Runner. I still haven't read the last 2 books. Percy Jackson is one that's not a huge deal because like I feel like it's really easy to jump back into those even if you haven't read them for a while. But then like the Expanse series, that's one where every time I pick up a book, it's been so long that I have no idea what's going on and it's really hard to get back into them. So I want to actually like get back into that series and then like be able to confidently like pick up new series to where I feel like I can sit down and read the series and like binge the whole thing and not like be stressing about what other series I'm not reading at the same time. Like I just feel like it's so long since I've been able to start a new series without stressing out about it. So I really want to like get through some of those. Um right now, I think like the main ones that I'm gonna like focus my attention on for the next little bit are gonna be like finishing out this series. There's 4 books in this, so I'm gonna do that. And then I still need to read The Hunted and the End, which are the last 2 books in the Enemy series, which I literally have been borrowing from my friends since 2020. I kid you not. It has been so long. And like I keep like it's not that they're even like I don't know, they're good. And like I always want to keep reading them, but it's one of those things where like I have to be in like a super reading mood to pick them up and also like have a lot of time because they're really easy to like fly through super fast, but they'll put me in a reading slump if I'm not like in the exact right mood to read them. So I have to like be careful about that, but I do actually really enjoy those books. So I that is one series that I'm like actually excited to keep reading and like finish. And really like all of my series, like I'm excited for. It's just like I just haven't got to them. But yeah, a little of like a kind of strategy though that I've been trying to like use is if I'm like constantly reading 2 books at once and one of them is a continuation of a series, then that at least like allows me to like mood read a little bit or even like give myself a little bit of a TBR, like using like the TBR wheel or something, and like still be able. Oh my god, my voice just like stopped working, but so that way I would be able to continue a series and also like just read whatever I want or like a TBR at the same time. And yeah, also like doing like videos. I feel like there's so many ideas I have and I just like I can't like do any of them because it'll like take time or like it's just specific books I have to read for it where I'm trying to finish my series first and then like read whatever else. So oh, it's complicated, but yeah. I also want to do some spoiler vlogs. I keep intending to do like a read along type thing where I like post spoiler vlogs for those books, but I just like I never ended up getting a chance to. I wanted to do one for Percy Jackson, like I think it was last year. I don't really know, like one a month kind of thing, but I like did not even get the chance to, because just life happened. It like everything goes into chaos, and then like I just don't get a chance to like focus on videos. But yeah, I just think spoiler vlogs seem so fun, and it's like I feel like I have to have like a very like specific like set of books to like do spoiler vlogs, and like a lot of what I read like isn't even like recent, so it's like I don't know how much people would actually want to like see a spoiler vlog for those, but yeah, because I think the most recent thing, let me look on my Goodreads and see what the most recent thing on my TBR even is right now. The last time I looked, it was like Fourth Wing, and like obviously like I'm reading Iron Flame right now, so it would be that. But Goodreads is so slow. I saw I was watching a video yesterday where it was sponsored by Fable, and they were like the girl was talking about like all the features that it has, and I was like maybe I should switch from Goodreads because I've used it for a long time. And I feel like it's kind of iconic, but at the same time, like there's just so many features that it lacks. Like the half stars thing is like a really big one. Like not being able to give half stars or quarter stars. And then also, I don't know. There was other stuff that seemed important, and now I'm like blanking on everything. Sort by position. I don't even know what that means. Sort by position. That's like what it's sitting in. But I think usually date updated is what I have it sorted by, but I don't know why I like changed it. Publication year. Okay, so technically the most recent thing is Shatter Me, but it's because it's a special edition that only just came out. And obviously Shatter Me did not come out this year, but before that, the most recent thing I have is Saint Death's Daughter by C.S.E. Cooney, which came out in 2023. So I like don't buy new books that often. It's because I honestly just don't even think I really buy books that often, to be honest with you guys, but I have so many. I just like don't ever read them fast is the thing. Like I'm obviously like always reading, but I'm such a slow reader. And so like I'm always like stressing about like getting through my TBR, and so then I just like don't like buy new books. And like if I do go and buy books, it's like stuff that I already like have like in my brain that I want to get, where it's just some like random thing that I see. But like it's just not that often that like super new releases end up like being things that I buy. And like a lot of the time like there will be new releases that I want or that I like have my eye on, but I just like don't buy them. Or I like just put them on my wish list and like they sit there. And so like there are so many books that I want to buy, but I'm like I don't want to spend I do want to spend all my money on books, but I like try not to. So yeah, but I am planning on doing a spoiler vlog though for Onyx Storm when it comes out, because I've been reading the Fourth Wing series to my boyfriend, and so we're like a little over halfway through Iron Flame right now, and so the goal is to have that done by the time Onyx Storm comes out, and then we can hopefully do a spoiler vlog on that. So that will include him as well. But yeah, I love special editions. This is like random. This is like not anything I was just talking about at all. But because like I was in Barnes and Noble the other day, and I was like I was looking for Saga Volume 6 is why I was there. But I was like looking at books, trying to figure out what I should get my friends for Christmas, and there were so many beautiful special editions in there, and I was like, this really makes me want to buy like every book in the world. Like I love special editions. They make me so happy. They're so beautiful, and I want them all. They're so pretty. I got the Shatter Me one because so we're and this is another like video that is gonna come up soon, but I'm not gonna tell you which series, but we're gonna do like a week-long readathon of a series coming up in December. Me and my boyfriend. His name is Venus, by the way. I keep like saying like my boyfriend, but yeah. So me and him are gonna read a series, and so we got a bunch of them, and we did like a try a chapter. So I read him like the first like couple pages or the first chapter of all of the series that I picked out. And he picked his favorite, and so we're gonna do a readathon with that series, which I thought was complete, but I guess there's still another book that's not out yet. So that's a little hint, but that's the only hint that you guys are gonna get on what series it is. But it's fantasy, so that's another hint. But stay tuned for that. That's gonna come. We're gonna do that in December, so probably like late December-ish is when that will be up. But we'll see. So yeah, I feel like I've been yapping for a long time now, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the next reading sprint. We already rolled the dice, right? I forgot. I was like, my brain like blanked for a minute. 35 minutes. I will share the screen. I don't know if you guys can actually hear the timer or not, but I really hope you can. That would be unfortunate if you couldn't, but who knows. But yeah, anyway, I will see you guys in 35 minutes. Okay, so the timer was completely silent, and I didn't even realize that it went off, so my bad. I don't think it was too long, though, because I know I, like, glanced up, and there was, like a minute or so left when I was, like, I had, like, a page left of the chapter, and so I was, like, trying to speed to finish it. But let me see. I'm trying to figure out how many pages I actually read. So 4, 6, 8, 10. I read 10 pages of this book, but then I also read the last chapter, not the last chapter, but the most recent chapter that I was on of The Song of Achilles, because I was still in the middle of that chapter. So I probably read like a few pages of this, not many, maybe like 5 pages. So I read like 15 pages that spring, which isn't a ton. I also went to use the bathroom. I think that's all I did. I added the links in the description box too that I was talking about before, and I got like an email. So I was like talking to my boyfriend for a minute, so not for long, but my Barnes & Noble package is on the way. So my friend's Christmas presents will be here soon. But anyway, yeah, so I got a tiny bit of reading in that sprint. Valor is also slower to read because like I'm not reading it alongside listening to an audiobook, so it just like moves slower in general. But then also there's like more words on every page and like stuff like that, like just little things that like make it a little bit slower, but I'm enjoying it a lot. And I also have been like reading it out loud just because it's like helping me like move through it a little bit quicker, which is why like I am sitting here like during the sprints like, and not not like but like sitting here and like you can see me like talking, but it's just because I'm reading the books out loud. So yeah, my legs are falling asleep sitting like this. I'm like trying to figure out like how to sit like comfortably and like still like have like a good angle in the stream and stuff. But yeah, we have Mrs. Coco here. It's getting to like the festive season, so it's like I feel festive like having her sitting on my bed, even though she's always sitting here. But yeah. Anyway, and this one's Navy. This one, she's the real star of the show. I don't know if you'll notice, like whenever I like left, I like sat her here so you could see her, so that she could entertain you guys while I was gone. But yeah. Anyway, let me see. It's 3:30. I don't know how many more sprints I'm gonna do. Maybe like a couple, maybe one, maybe more. Who knows? We'll see how I'm feeling in the next little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna see how many pages I have left of this before I'm gonna be switching back to the Song of Achilles. I have 2 more chapters, which is like 10 more pages. So my hair just went fully in my mouth. So I have 10 more pages of this, and then I'll be switching back. And I almost want to go ahead and like number generate to see how many more pages I'm going to be reading of this, but I almost like don't want to like spoil it for myself. Like I kind of want to read the next 10 pages of Valor and then go from there. But then also like I'll probably be in the middle of a sprint anyway, so I'll just go ahead and generate the number and show you guys what comes up. So I'm generating a number between 1 and 100. And we got 65. So I'm going to be reading 65 more pages of The Song of Achilles after I read my 10 pages of Malice. Let me figure out where that is. So we're on page 198 right now. So 65 more pages will be 163. So I'm going to go ahead and like move the bookmark so I know like no, 263, sorry. But I'm going to move the bookmark so I know like where to read to for my next chunk of pages in this book. Oh, there's like a little like scrap of something. I love finding random things in library books. It's like a little like, I don't know, surprise. But yeah. Oh. Okay, I almost lost the page that I was on, but I like barely still have it. I've been using, so in this book, what I've been doing is like I'll put the bookmark like in whatever page I need to read to, but then I'll just like fold the top of it over to whatever page I'm currently on. But it's like, I guess this one is like longer and like flimsier, so it's easier to do that with. But this one, I keep like almost losing the page I'm on while I do that. So it's not working quite as well, but it's okay. It's still somewhat working. So yeah, all is well, but I'm really excited. This is super random, but a fun little idea that I've had recently is, so probably like about a month ago, maybe a little more, I bought stuff so that I could do my own acrylic nails. And I did them like twice, right? But the thing is, like, I couldn't really do them like while I'm here in the dorm because the stuff I have to use, like, it smells really strong, and I don't want to like accidentally poison all of my roommates every time I go to do my nails. And so I like can't really do that here. And like it would be like the smell like in general, like in the whole dorm would be worse. Like if I went and like did it in the living room, where I could open the window. And in here, my roommate doesn't like to open the window, so there's like no way that I can do it and not like basically like all of us suffocate and die. So whenever I like made a trip home, I like did my nails there like outside, and it was a little bit better. But basically, the idea that I've had is like every time I do my nails, like do it like based on whatever book that I'm currently reading, and like do it just like book inspired nails. I think that would be really fun. The only two that I've done so far, I did one that was like they were like blue with like constellations on them. And then like one of them was different. Like this one, it was like black and it had like planets on it. And all the others were like blue with constellations. The only thing is like this hand looked so much better than this one. I'm like watching myself and it's weird because like until now I haven't really noticed like the fact that like it's flipped what it's showing. And so like if I hold up this hand, it's like it shows on the other side of the screen, and so that's like bothering me now that I'm like looking at it. But anyway, that's off topic. But this hand looked so much better than this one because I'm right-handed. And so when I was doing them, like they looked good on this hand, and then I went into them on this hand and they looked terrible. Like they looked like they were done by like a 3-year-old or something. It looked bad. But I mean, that's like fine. It's whatever. Like once I learn to like actually like use that hand, like it'll be better. But yeah. And then the second set of nails I did, they were just like bright pink because I got this fun nail polish. It's called, the brand is Polish Me Silly. And let me see if I can find the shade and like show you guys. Silly pink shade. I found it. It doesn't really show though. Here it is. Here's the picture I'm looking for. Okay, let me share it with you guys so that I can show you what it is that I am talking about. Because I know if I just like say this, it's not going to make any sense. So this shade right here, so it's like the pink, but like in certain lighting, it kind of looks blue. And like as I was painting my nails, like I spilled a little bit of it on the table, and when I went to like wipe it up, it was like purpley blue, and I was like, whoa, like that's so cool. And so yeah, I just love like that shade was so fun. Like it was so fun, like just having like the blue undertone kind of thing. Like it was cool. I really like that nail polish. So yeah. So I did those nails, and then those are really the only ones that I've done so far. But I want to like do them more. And like also though the thing is like I think I just need like a better like nail glue or something, because like when I do them, they like don't stay on for very long at all, and then I end up having to like re-glue them back on like multiple different times. And then like I don't know, just like the more I go, like the worse I feel like my nails look, and the more I'm like picking at them, trying to get them off. And that's also like kind of hard to like use my hands when I have nails. When I like haven't had them for a while, it like takes a couple days to get used to it, and then I'm like, okay, this is bothering me, like having these on my hands. And so it's like a whole thing. But I do like in general enjoy having nails. Like I like the aesthetic of it. It makes me feel very girl bossy. It's fun. I enjoy it. But there's just some obstacles. And then also like when I have them and they like come off super quickly, then it's like if I want to like redo them soon, then it's like it takes me a really long time. So it's basically just me spending like so much of my time like doing my nails to like have them done all the time, and so it just takes a while. Like it took me like 3 hours the first time I went to do it, and then the second time was probably quicker. It was probably like an hour and a half or 2 hours or something like that, but it's still like it takes a while. And it's like tedious, and I have to like get all this stuff out. So it's like it's a little bit of me just being like, I'm lazy. I don't want to do my nails again, but then like I want to have my nails done. So yeah, but I think it would be fun, especially like if I'm like doing like videos and like vlogs and stuff, and like showing you guys the whole like, oh, like doing my nails like bookish themed or whatever. Like I think that's fun. And I think that it would make for like good like video content, and so it's definitely something that I can see myself like getting into more. Just right now I like can't do them like in the dorm. So yeah. But anyway. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else that I have. I got all my Christmas shopping done, and I feel so accomplished. After getting all of that done, I only spent like a tiny bit more money than I like had wanted to, so it's like I feel pretty successful, and like I didn't go that far over budget, which is like impressive for like in terms of me Christmas shopping. I always spend so much money on people's Christmas presents. What else is there? I feel like that was related to something. I bought a new makeup bag for myself. Because the one that I have, it's like really gross on the inside, and this is like disgusting, but I like don't know if it's moldy or if it's just like mascara that like got all inside of it, or maybe not mascara, but like something like black, like maybe like eyeliner or something, because I know that did happen where there was like black like something that got everywhere and was like drying all over everything, like the pencils and stuff, but it's like I don't know, like it looks a little moldy, and so that scares me. And yeah, I also had like a moldy like beauty blender at one point, which like I never even like considered that being like a thing that could happen. And so then I like went to use it, and I was like, oh my god, like I can't use this one. And so I had to end up using like a brush to put my foundation on instead, because I didn't have any other beauty blenders. But then that ended up being a good thing, because I like how my makeup looks so much more like after I do the foundation with a brush. And like when I first put it on, I was like, oh my god, this looks terrible. But then like as I did the rest of my makeup, I was like, wait, no, like I like it more this way after using the brush. So yeah, I like it. It definitely made me realize like, oh, like brushes are nice. So yeah. But anyway. Yeah, so I bought a new bag, and like shopping for certain things is like difficult for me because I don't know, like I feel like I want every single item I own to be like my specific vibe and my style. And so like sometimes I'm like shopping for something and I'm like I can't find anything that matches my vibe. And like it's like frustrating. Like especially whenever I go to shop for like a new like phone case or pop socket, like it took me so long to figure out like what I wanted like my phone case to look like. And so what it is right now, it's black, and it has like all of these like roses on it. I don't know if you can really see. Let me see if I can like catch the light. There we go. It has like all these roses on it. And it says we are all stardust and stories. And this is not even the original pop socket that I had on it. The one that I had like broke and fell off because I got it from Etsy, but it was like this blue like sparkly seashell. And it lasted me for a bit, but I just think like after some wear and tear, it wasn't having it anymore. So I had this one just because this is like an old pop socket that I had. And when I went to like search for a new pop socket, I could not find anything that I liked enough to put on my phone. And so, yeah, I kind of wanted like one with bees on it, but the only one that I could find is like this old one that I had already. And the reason I don't have it anymore is because the design was like kind of rubbing off a little bit. But I really like the old phone case that I had because it was a Casetify case and it had like little like bees like painted all over it. And I had like the white like V pop socket, so it like went together very well. It had like daisies on it too. And it was just like it all went together nicely, and it was like very my vibe. It was like lavender colored, like I really liked it. But then the case started like falling apart, but I had it for like years, but I just didn't want to spend another $50 on a Casetify case, which is why I have this one. um but I don't know, I would recommend that one for sure. Like I loved my phone's aesthetic, and I want that again. But alas, we have this because I couldn't find a pop socket I liked. And I was like, I didn't want to spend my money on something that I wasn't even gonna like that much when I have this one like sitting around anyway. So yeah. And it was like the same kind of thing. Like when I was trying to shop for a new makeup bag, I was like, none of these are that nice. But I got one that was like pink, and I think it might be like fuzzy. I don't know if it was fuzzy or if it just had like a cool like pattern sort of thing. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain what it was. Um, but it was just like a little pink bag, and it looks like it's gonna be bigger than the one that I have right now, which is good. Because this one I have to like shove my makeup into, and it barely fits. So yeah, whenever I do my makeup, I literally have to like dump out the whole makeup bag, and then my makeup is everywhere for me to be able to use it, because like trying to like dig through like the bag that's like teeny tiny that it's all like crammed into just does not work. I have to like dump it everywhere, and then I look like an absolute wreck of a human being, but it's okay. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. I am excited for Christmas. I want to go home and like decorate and stuff. Maybe watch like a Christmas movie or something. I don't know. I just like the Christmas vibes. I like going and looking at Christmas lights. I like being able to like drive around places and just like seeing Christmas lights everywhere. Like it just makes me happy and excited. Um, and yeah, I'm hoping to get some like book money for Christmas and like Barnes and Noble gift cards or something, because like I love Barnes and Noble. It makes me so happy to like go and like buy new books, especially those gorgeous special editions. Like I cannot get past those. Like they're so pretty and they make me so happy. Side note, me and my boyfriend have been wanting, I'm doing it again. Remember when I was like, his name is Venus, so I don't have to keep saying my boyfriend. Anyway. But we have been wanting to read the Chainsaw Man manga series because that's one that he has read before and really liked. But what was I gonna say? We couldn't find it at my library when we went recently. Because it was like checked out already. But they do have it, and I have like the stuff on hold right now. So whenever I go up there in a couple of days, we are gonna see if maybe we can read through some of those and like get through some. But yeah, what we were reading it on before though, we read the first like little bit just like on his phone, but I don't like reading on a screen. I prefer like actually like holding the books. It's like it just makes my brain so much happier. But the library back home like doesn't have them at all, and so if I don't like buy them, we would have to go and like literally sit in Barnes and Noble in order to read them, which is fine because I do like the vibes of Barnes and Noble, but like I like being able to like have the books and actually read them. So and not have to like go there and like read them like specifically there. But we'll see. Maybe we'll just end up reading them mostly on the phones, but I don't know. I like the book vibe more. It makes me happier. So yeah. But anyway. I'm getting sleepy. I don't know if you can tell. I literally, like, I slept so much this weekend because I, like, didn't have that much to do. But then I had to wake up early this morning, and I tried to go to bed early last night, but I'd, like, slept so much the whole weekend that I, like, couldn't. And so I went to bed probably, like 1:30 or so. And then I had to wake up at, like, 8 something this morning, so, like, not terrible. Like, I didn't get, like, a horrible amount of sleep, but I'm just, like, it's, like, hitting me, and I'm, like, getting a little bit sleepy. But, yeah, so I'll probably, like, grab some coffee in this next sprint. I have, like, half of a Starbucks Frappuccino still sitting in my fridge, so I'll probably grab that. And, yeah, so I think I'm going to go ahead and start the next sprint. This might be the last sprint of the day. I think I'll try to make it a long sprint. Maybe. I'm thinking. I'm pondering. Yeah, I kind of do want to do a long sprint. So I think I'll do it for, like, an hour. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to decide. I'm really indecisive. I was trying to think if I should let the dice pick or if I should just say it's going to be an hour. I think I'll pretend that I'll give the dice some, like, false power, and I'll, like, roll them and just see what they say. And if it's, like, a long-ish sprint, then maybe we'll go with that. But oh, would you look at that? Perfect. Okay, the dice did choose an hour. So yeah, all because of the dice that we're doing this hour-long sprint, not because of me wanting to do a long sprint. But anyway, yeah. So I'll be grabbing coffee, reading the next 10 pages of Valor in the sprint, and then getting back to the Song of Achilles. So whoa. That's wild. Okay, like, the chunk of this book that it is, like, between like where the bookmark is, like the next chunk that I'm reading to and where I'm at now, that's only 65 pages, but I feel like it just looks like a really, like, big chunk of the book for some reason. Like, I don't know. It's like a quarter of the book, even though it's not, but it looks like a lot. Anyway, I digress. I'm gonna read more of that chunk after the 10 pages of Valor, and then yeah, that's what I'm gonna do during this sprint. So I will see you guys in 1 hour, if I can share my screen again real quick. I couldn't find the time for a minute. 60 minutes. Okay, perfect. I'll see you guys in 1 hour. so that was the end of the sprint. I am pretty sure, because again, I couldn't hear the timer go off, so I'm pretty sure it only just ended, but sorry if I was sitting here just like looking at my book for a few seconds. I was trying to figure out how many pages I read in this sprint. I think I read about 40 pages because I think I got about 30 more of The Song of Achilles, and then I read about 10 pages of Valor by John Gwynne. Yeah, I'm really liking both of these books. I think I would probably say I'm liking Valor just like a little bit more than The Song of Achilles, but only because this book is making me really sad. And like I know that everybody cries at the end of this book and it has like a super sad ending and all of that, but it's not even like I feel like I already know what's gonna happen. Like there's stuff being hinted at like all throughout the book because of like prophecies and such, but I feel like it's like everyone's crying at the end. Like there's only, you know, I can kind of put the pieces together and figure out what's gonna happen, but it's also just like the general like things happening in this book, like just like the war and stuff. Like I feel like that is like such like a big tragedy in this book, is like just like the war and like death in general that's like everywhere. And I feel like that's just such a big part of this book, and like part of like the relationship between the two characters is just like the war. And like I don't know, it's like making me really sad, like all of the death and like the sad, like I don't know, just the major things happening in this book. Like it's really upsetting, and every time I go to read more of this book I just get sad. And also just like some of the stuff that like they've kind of had to do, that's kind of like stood in the way of the relationship, just things that they've like been forced to do based on circumstances, and like by like one of the characters, the mom is a goddess, and so it's like hard to like escape like her her wants and stuff. And so it's just sorry. Give me just a second. It's just very like it's sad, it's difficult, there's a lot. It's really emotional. So The Song of Achilles is making me sad, but Valor is really good. And I don't know if you guys saw me like making a very shocked face multiple times during that sprint. I found out something wild in this book, which like I probably should have guessed, but it just like never really occurred to me. Something about a particular character. I was gonna say if you know, you know, but honestly, like that was so big, and there's so much that happens in this you probably don't know. But I'll just say if you've read this, it has to do with Gar and his past. So that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, and just every time I look at how far into this book I am, I get really excited because I just feel like I'm making such good progress for how absolutely massive this book is. So I am proud of myself for that, definitely. So yeah. I also remembered that I have a couple phone calls I need to make today, and I am so not excited for that. Like, I put off making phone calls so much. Like, it's not even like, I don't hate having to call people. I just can't help but procrastinate it. Like, it's not something that I get excited to do at all by any means whatsoever. So, I've been like dreading that, but I have to do that at some point. But yeah. Anyway, that was the last sprint. So I think I am going to wrap these up. I'm definitely hoping to get back into posting more videos in the coming weeks and months. Specifically, like in the next couple weeks, be looking out for the 48-hour readathon that I'm hoping to film this week and get up within the next couple of weeks. And then there will be another weekly readathon coming after that. Hopefully, a spoiler vlog of Onyx Storm around like February-ish, depending on how long it takes us to read that. And yeah, just some other vlogs. Let me know too, please, like what kind of videos that you guys would like to see, because I have certain videos that I always like have in mind, but just if there's anything that you guys specifically want to see, like please do let me know so that I can just be aware of the kind of content that you guys are hoping for, so that I can make as many videos as you guys want to see. Let's see, I'm planning on getting back into Wheel of TBRs a little bit, so probably around like end of December-ish, I'll try to have one up for January. I'm also going to try to do a end of year wrap-up sort of video, so just kind of giving you guys my thoughts and statistics about some of the books that I've read this year. So yeah, just keep an eye out for those. I'm not going to say for certain that all of that is going to happen like exactly like when I just said or anything like that, because you guys know how chaotic things get sometimes when I try to plan out specific videos. But those are my hopes. Those are my goals for the coming little bits on BookTube. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Even if, you know, it's not like during, like while I've been actually like sprinting live, even anyone who goes and watches this back, thank you so much for your support. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, I think I mentioned this earlier, but I have my Bookstagram and Goodreads in the description if y'all want to check those out. If anyone wants to ask me questions about my thoughts on the Song of Achilles, or really anything else, I'm reading Iron Flame right now too, but any bookish discussions that you guys would like to have, please message me on my Bookstagram, or even like just comment on any of my videos or anything. But specifically like bookish thoughts with spoilers and stuff, I will be happy to discuss. So if you all want to message me on Bookstagram, then be my guest. I would love to chat with you guys. But yeah, let's see. I also have a couple other videos linked in the description, just things that I've mentioned in like during the sprints in general. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'm forgetting. But I think that's everything. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. And I will see you guys soon in the coming videos. So I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. And yeah, thanks again for joining. So bye.